the Tar Heels ready to kick it away first. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Offense in a split backfield. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
That's caught. It's Fleming. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Jackson. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tar Heels. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ballgame?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt, and I'm making memory of all this stuff. Did it work? What were they in? Can I get back to this later?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Now the play fake. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The give on the inside. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Running inside, it's Jackson.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bennett. On the move at the 30. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Tar Heels come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Got a man, it's Bennett. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Say it. He's got it and still on his feet. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Working that left side now. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This should be the last play of the quarter. Rides to back and leaves it. Picks up the 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Great job by the back on the option. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. On the move from inside is 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He stops at the 27-yard line. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. RPO complete to open the drive. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
The run inside. It's Jackson. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. Fires to the tight end. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And the misconnection on third down.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Fourth down, Saying. Looking down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to...
There he goes! And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Julian Saying to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Saying. Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the tight end showing the athleticism and diving to make that grab?
It's so nice as a quarterback, Reese, to have a tight end who's athletic and can make the play when it's not a perfect throw.
Got it in the middle, it's Bennett. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Throwing, Saying. Here's a heat.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the catch. It's Eakin. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. The Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Under fire. He's going to throw deep right side. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I tell you, as a play caller in this offense, when you have all this speed, sometimes you just look at your play sheet and pick a play because you know it's going to work. Big play before, now you got another big one lining you up here first and goal.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Again, it's Saying. Touchdown, North Carolina! That one will give them the lead.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touch. There he goes. Got enough for the first. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Bringing the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, trying to find his man. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Here's Satan to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels! The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Release to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on! Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Looking downfield on first down. Steps away. He's going to run it. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well.
Maybe a crease. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Hokies have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Plows through the defense. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the second half.
He might want another play. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Keeps it going. Quarterback now breaking the field. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Throwing Sangapolatelli. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He'll flip it out to his back.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. They'll run for it, and it's Brown. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. A give to Brown. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. So 1st down here as they go back to work.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Hand off for Brown. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give to the single back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This dude has to quack attack, gobbling up yardage. Rushing records might be in jeopardy by the end of this one.
Yeah, just handing him the football. Do what you do well. And Oregon's always done a great job of that. They know who they are, they know how they're going to run the football, and they do it at a high level.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to Brown. Running to Green. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone.
Well, as this offense is trying to find their rhythm and try and get on the scoreboard here, trailing 7-0, it's been the running game that has gotten them into position in this drive, right? You're down in the red zone now. It looks like the quarterback's probably going to have to do his part and make a big throw. Let's see if he can do it.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Jaron Kiave Songopovatelli. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! The extra point here would tie the game.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Jennings. Makes the grab, it's Fleming. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? To the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. He's got him. Snags it and he's open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. And the Hokies in the hurry up. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just keep slinging it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Finds a little space. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Hokies with the 1st and 10. Finding some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's fourth down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Craver. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the move, it's Jackson. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Sangapolatelli throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Fourth down, Sangapolatelli unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And the Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Blasted as he lets it go. Grabbed in the middle. It's Eakin. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin. Here's a little room there. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown Ducks! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Number 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Breaks into the open. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them. Pressure him, pressure him.
The throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give on the option. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll ride the hot hand. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Fullback's got it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the front?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass, it's Jennings. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Might be calling a hot route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They want that clock to run. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. JKS. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Got route. Makes the grab, and there's space. And he scores! Touchdown, Ducks!
And how about the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man? Nice, short, safe throw. And how about the speed, the athletic ability? You've seen the...